Hey, good morning. It's Mark. I spoke at a conference a week or so ago in Las Vegas, the Advanced Institute for Anesthesia Practice Management. And in a part of my presentation, I hit on the concept that I call the impending death of hospitals. That's the name of the book by the same name that you can get on the website at advisorylawgroup.com. But again, the concept is that patients, payors, and physician owners are all together pushing and or pulling cases out of hospitals and into ASCs and other independently owned outpatient facilities. During a break, I had an interesting conversation with someone who I'll only identify as Bill. Bill, thank you very much. And I've shared the comments I'm going to share with you in a moment with Bill via email. Here's the point. Bill asked, what's going to happen to hospitals when so many cases get pulled out that there's very few hospitals left standing. We already have a shrinking number of hospitals. We have actual shrinking hospitals where portions of buildings are being knocked down because it doesn't even pay to continue to air condition them, and so on. So his question was, well, what's going to happen in the end? Who's going to be able to fund the remaining hospitals that will be needed for the poorest patients and for the sickest patients? And frankly, I told him, I didn't have any idea. I still don't have any idea. But I did see another article over the last few days about a hospital in the Houston, Texas area called West Bay, a beautiful facility from the photos I saw of it that was opened in, I think it was July 2014, and it's just closed. It announced with very short notice, I think it was a week or so, that it was closing and filing bankruptcy. It apparently laid off around 900 employees, let alone, I don't know how many, probably hundreds of physicians who were on the medical staff no longer at least have that place to practice. For the hospital-based docs, obviously their jobs, certainly at that facility, are blown up. So the reason that the hospital administration gave for the closure, and I have no reason to doubt it, is that they were simply unable to reach agreements with managed care payers that provided them with enough cash flow to remain in operations. So there's an interesting other twist, and I've seen this at other hospitals where I have large groups of clients, where the hospital, in connection with negotiations with payers who also have agreements with my clients, the hospital administration is reporting that in many cases payers are pushing them far harder on reimbursement than ever before. From another contact on the facility side, I've learned that some large carriers who are willing to pay for hospital care that's often paid for on a percentage of Medicare basis, 200-300% of Medicare, for example, are pulling a slight switcheroo by not making reference to current 2018 Medicare fee schedules, but in some cases are actually making reference to 8-year-old fee schedules. They're using 2012 fee schedules to pay off of. So we have another pressure on hospitals in addition to that triple threat of patients, payers, and physician ownership. We have payers beating up on hospitals for the cases that absolutely must remain as hospital inpatient cases. This will simply add to the crisis in the hospital business, a business that you probably don't want to go into.